What is up, you guys? Welcome to another video.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry.
If you are not new here, hi and welcome back. If you are new here, hi, my name is Marissa Linnell. I do not know what brought you here, but I love that for you. I love that for me. I love that for us. On this channel, we talk about all things life, okay? Because life is life in the hell out of all of us, and we are going through it together right here, right now on this channel. But mainly we talk about femininity and personal development. So if either of those things interest you guys, please be sure to hit the subscribe button. As you can tell by today's title, we are going to talk about balancing your femininity and pregnancy and finding your new identity. For those of you who do not know, I am extremely very pregnant, okay, with my first child, and I cannot be more excited about it. Being able to balance the two has really been all of my focus lately. And I know I talked about in a few videos back that my content would not change from femininity and personal development, which is still very much true because that's just who I am at my core. And I also did say I would not really bring too much mommy content and pregnancy content into my content, but if this journey has taught me anything, it has taught me that is literally almost impossible for me to shy away from something that is becoming such a huge part of my identity. And it did take me a while to realize it. I think I was a little reluctant because I'm a little reluctant to change sometimes, but we are here. Look, what I have learned is balancing your femininity and your pregnancy and your evolving identity just involves embracing change while staying true to yourself. So let's talk about some strategies to help us do that. Okay, first is self-reflection. Self-reflection plays a huge part in recognizing your new identity. So we want to regularly reflect on how pregnancy is affecting our sense of self. And you can do this by talking to a supportive friend or my personal favorite, journaling. Keeping some sort of pregnancy journal can just be a way for you to gain clarity and tap into your inner strength and just find peace. It definitely becomes a safe space to embrace your joys and the difficulties of pregnancy. Through journaling, I have literally found empowerment and just discovering a deeper understanding of myself as I navigate through pregnancy, right? And it can be any form of journaling that you choose, a notebook, a sketchbook, an actual pregnancy journal, whatever you're comfortable with. I personally like to use an actual pregnancy journal. I actually have it right here, so I'll show you. And I actually like using a pregnancy journal and things like that because I like the pre-designed templates, the prompts, just the organization of it all. I am a very structured person, so I like things to kind of just be like that. If you are more of like a blank canvas person and you just kind of want like a blank page to just throw up all over it, basically like word vomit all over it and just write your thoughts and there's no structure to it, then do that. Whatever you prefer, just make sure you do it. Write it all out. It can really help you process all of these changes. Next is staying active. It is beyond important that you are maintaining activities that make you feel good and maintaining a connection with your pre-pregnancy identity. So for example, exercising. If you are an exercise girly, a gym girly, continue to do that throughout your pregnancy. Obviously with modifications as time goes on, but continue to do that. Prior to me getting pregnant, I had kind of cut back on being a gym girly and I started doing like outdoor things like mainly daily walking and stuff like that. I continue to do that throughout my entire pregnancy, and it has not only been great for my body wise and preparing for labor and all that stuff, but also for like me mentally and for me staying connected to my pre-pregnancy identity. Like it did not slow me down, and I think it's just really important to do that. So if you are a walker, a runner, a weightlifter, whatever it is, do not stop. Modify accordingly, but do not stop. Another thing that you can do to stay active is to continue with your hobbies. This is something that I wish I would have actually really done a better job at doing. For example, this YouTube channel, right? It's a hobby for me. And when I found out I was pregnant, I just completely put it on the back burner and I just kind of just stopped, right? I don't really know why. I guess I just let like the stress of the unknown and just being tired and all that stuff really get to me. And I kept putting this off like till tomorrow, right? Like every day I would wake up like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, I'll record a video tomorrow. Well, tomorrow never came. And creating these videos and being in a creative space is a great hobby for me. And it's something that I actually really enjoy doing. And when I stopped doing it, my pre-pregnancy identity definitely suffered. 100% it suffered, and I can feel it, and it showed. And another thing that you can do to stay active is continue with your self-care routines. Those routines can definitely aid in boosting your self-image and your mood. So I promise you, the best way to stay connected to your pre-pregnancy identity is to stay active in it. Next is embrace your changing body. Okay, so I recently did a whole video on body dysmorphia, so I won't go too in depth on this topic. I will more so just kind of link it below. So if you're interested in a video about that, it'll be in the description below for you to watch that video. It's a good video. But what I will say on this topic is to just celebrate your changing body and to just be present in your changing body. It is a lot, right? But you really don't realize how blessed you are to actually be in this space. Being able to carry your own child is a very non-common thing. And you see this more and more when you're actually part of the community. You really just have to learn how to just appreciate it and to just love on it. It's not something that is a forever thing, right? It has a time lapse. It's only for a few months of your life at a time. So it's something that you should just learn how to just embrace it and just be in it and to just honor it. Have fun with it. Take pictures of your new body. Have fun dressing your baby bump and just learn how to wear that baby bump with confidence. Next is seek support. It is important to connect with other people who are going through some of the same changes as you. You can do that through like forums, support groups, social media apps, and things like that, right? I did this in the beginning of my pregnancy. Once I found out I was pregnant, I got on some mommy apps. I joined We Moms and Peanut. We Moms is more of like a baby tracker, but it does have a function on there where you can like talk to other women and have like a little community. And then Peanut is more so of a community for moms and things like that. And in the beginning, it was good for me until it wasn't. And I'll explain that. It's important for us to connect with other women who are possibly going through the same things, but it's also important for us to be mindful and to tread lightly on these things. When I started Peanut, it was kind of weird for me because I am such like an organic relationship type of person. So it was a little awkward at first, but it was helpful. And then when I really started reading into it and being more involved in the app, I started to realize that it kind of reminded me of Yelp. And I'll explain that. A lot of times, 60% of the time, you'll find negative reviews on Yelp, right? Because people who go to a restaurant or something and they have a positive experience, a lot of times people don't review that, right? A lot of people don't really share their positive experiences, sometimes because we expect it. We go to a restaurant, we expect the food to be good, we expect the restaurant to be clean, we expect all this stuff. So when that happens, you really just, you don't think to get online and to like boast about your positive experiences unless like maybe you're a Yelper or whatever the case is. But a lot of times when you are on these apps, a lot of the reviews are negative because when you have a negative experience, you want everyone to know that your experience was horrible. You don't want that business or whatever to get any more business. You want people to know how upset you were. You want the owners to know how upset you were. You want everyone involved to know how upset and how displeasing your experience was. So with all that being said, I started to see that a lot on Peanut, and it started to scare me, doing more harm than good, because women will get on there and vent about their negative experiences, and which we all know that there are a lot of negative experiences just in life, and so obviously pregnancy is no different. It just started to scare me. So I took a step back from using Peanut. I think it's good to be aware of negative experiences, but it's also really important to be aware that there are positive experiences in these situations as well. My final straw was when everyone was talking about this test and all their negative experiences with this test that you have to do when it comes up, and how horrible it was and how many times you have to do it and all this stuff. And then so it scared me going into the test, and then I went into the test and the test was completely fine, you guys. Like, I had no problems. It was an easy test. My results were great. I didn't have to retake the test. And I was thinking the worst, and I was so stressed out about it. And my experience just was a positive one. And so at that point, I knew that I kind of had to distance myself from it because, again, it was doing more harm than good. So I say all that to say is, yes, it is important for you to seek support groups, to seek the community that you're seeking, but also to be very mindful and to tread lightly and to go in headstrong and to know that you're going to hear more negative than positive. And if you are a type of person that wants to be involved and wants to like share your words and share your experiences, which you should be, please be sure to do yourself a favor and make sure you're sharing your positive experiences along with your negative, that's fine. But make sure you are also sharing your positive experiences because I think people forget to share those and they are really, really, really important. Sharing all experiences from all different sides can really just provide reassurance and a new perspective. So that's all that I ask if you are going to be involved. Next is communicate with your partner. Okay, this is obvious, right? You need to be able to openly discuss everything, your feelings, your experiences, everything with your partner, okay? It is going to help you stay grounded, stay sane, and navigate through your new identity. I can't tell you how many times I thank God that I, one, waited this long to have a child, and two, waited for a relationship like this. Waited this long to have a child because my emotional maturity is at an all-time high level, which is really important to be able to enter into motherhood, right? Emotional maturity is extremely important. And then two, to have a relationship like this because my relationship is so good. All we do in my relationship is communicate. Like our relationship is based off of communication. And it is so healthy. It's a game changer. I am a strong believer that your partner can literally make or break this experience for you, right? This journey for you. And that in turn does shape who you are. It does shape your identity. And we talk about remaining in our femininity and remaining in our soft life and our slow life and things like that. And not being able to have communication with your partner can literally change that. You can easily tap into your masculine just by not having that communication and that foundation with your partner, because then you turn into survival mode and you're no longer living in your soft and slow life, right? So please make sure you are communicating with your partner, whether you're with them or not. Communication is literally everything. But please make sure you are communicating with them. You know, let them know when you're sad, when you're happy, when you're angry, when you're mad, when you're disappointed, when you're frustrated, when you feel ugly, when you feel pretty, when you want to go somewhere, when you want to do something. Let them know the things that they can do more of or less of. Just let them know. Communicate with them. Do not hold anything in, okay? You are already going through enough. I promise you. Get the stuff off your chest. Next is redefine your femininity. Understand that femininity is expressed in many different ways, right? And we know that there are many different types of femininity. I've done a whole video on it, and I will link it below in the description if you are interested in learning about all the different types of femininity. In that video, I did say that I related most to the princess type of femininity, which is true, which will probably always be true, okay? I am just like a goofy, I'm a funny person, always giggling. I love to laugh. I can have a very angelic demeanor. I play damsel in distress really well. And I literally romanticize everything in life, okay? And I can live in a fairy tale if you let me, 100%. So that's just who I am at core, okay? At core, I'm like the princess type of femininity. But as I'm evolving and growing through this new journey, through pregnancy and motherhood, I'm now also identifying with the divine mother, the charming nurturer femininity type. I'm becoming more caring, more nurturing, more mothering, more loving. And every day I am devoting more and more to the family that I am creating. Wholeheartedly, there is nothing else in this world that is more important to me right now than what we got going on in this household. So I say all that to say, it is okay. It is common and expected for your concept of femininity to evolve as you grow through these journeys, as you grow through these new identities of pregnancy and motherhood and other things like that. It is expected. So do not be afraid to redefine your femininity. Next is set realistic expectations. You guys, just be kind to yourself. Be easy on yourself. Set realistic expectations of what you can achieve during pregnancy. I promise you, this will save you so many tears. My first half of pregnancy, I cried in secret so much. And nobody knows that until now. but I did. I cried a lot my first half of pregnancy. But the reason was because I set such high expectations for myself and they were not realistic for the things I was going through. I'm a very type A person, okay? I am impatient. I am work obsessed. I am goal oriented. I do not believe in downtime. I just like being busy, okay? And if pregnancy has taught me nothing, patience, pregnancy it's literally a mind game of patience, right? It's literally 9 months of patience, just waiting around. Like, it drove me crazy. It still does, I'm not gonna lie, to this day. And especially now that we're in the home stretch, driving me up the wall. But I'm trying to just remain realistic and calm about it. Being in the present is hard for me, you guys. It is hard for me. I live in the future. I'm always thinking about what's next, always. Having your body literally slow you down, making you take a moment to breathe and to rest and to reflect and to just feel all the feels was a lot on me. It was horrible. I literally fought it every step of the way up until very recently, okay? Because now I'm like, there's really nothing more I can do. So me fighting it and refusing to slow down really caused myself a lot of tears and was mentally draining. If nothing else, be better than me. And just be kind to yourself, you guys, and set realistic expectations. No one gets a medal for doing it all. Embrace the flexibility as your role and your identity evolves. It is important that we understand that balancing these different aspects of our life are personal journeys. No one journey will look the same, and it is really important to find out what works best for you. So I hope these strategies can help you. If not all, at least one. That is all that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I truly hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. And please let me know down below how you are doing, if this is something that you are actually going through, or if there's anything else that you want me to kind of discuss on my experience and how I'm navigating through this whole journey. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. And until next time, I do not know when that will be, but hopefully it's sooner than later. Smooches.
I won't let no one come and take your place. 'Cause the love you give, you can't be replaced.